Greetings, Sir and Sirette, and welcome back to Nimbatus with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to the first episode of a brand new revamped campaign mode, in which we're going to be seeing just how much the campaign has been changed, and how much the new classes make the experience very, very different. And here's the thing, now that the new campaign mode has permadeath, it means we are likely to be doing quite a few campaign runs, since it seems like the game is now more orientated towards exploration, and eventually, you will likely either get to the point where you've got enough stuff that you're no longer massively in danger, or you're simply going to be destroyed. And because of how I play, we're probably going to be destroyed multiple times, so we can test out all of the different classes and see which one is the best for us. So, during this very first run, what we're going to be doing is, we are going to be going with the Engineer. Now, before I continue, I will note that I have done a quick video on the new update itself. There'll be a link in the description. I say quick, it's like 30 minutes long, but still, that covers all the new changes, since the new campaign mode is very, very different. But I will try and go over stuff anyway. So, with the Engineer, we have 50% less deployment cost, and we have wireless fuel, energy, and resource transfer. What this means is that any vehicle you have, any drone part, anything you have on a world, will all share their fuel, all share their energy, and most importantly for me, will all share resources, which is really, really weird, because it means you can put down the resource tank at the start, near the Nimbatus, and then go and harvest, and then that harvested resource will instantly go into your inventory. There's no need to always go back to the Nimbatus, which makes the Engineer really powerful. Now, the wireless fuel and energy used to actually work like that, but that was way back before loads of updates and loads of changes to the game. So it is weird to see that as a new feature. Now, this was voted for in the previous video. It seems like the Engineer, the Researcher, and the Miner all got really close, but the Engineer was ultimately the one which was voted up. So, we have all the logic parts, which is lovely, all the sensor parts, we have the kinetic blaster, and we have a whole host of other things as well. Hopefully we'll get some shields or something very, very soon. So to begin with, we'll get 3 weapons, which is pretty darn awesome. We have the small thruster, and we have a shop straight away. Now, these are randomized. Over here we get the spike and the resource tank, which is pretty rubbish, but sadly we are going to need both of these in order to go to the next system. So let's quickly make ourselves a drone, do both of these, and then we'll go to the shop. Okay, so the first test of the new systems, let's see if we need a fuel tank at all on the main drone, or as long as there's fuel somewhere, the drone will work. Okay, brilliant. That's really, really nice because it means I don't have to worry about having even one of the fuel tanks, and I assume that also works then for the batteries. Let's just make sure, just in case. Yep, that's absolutely fantastic. Now, here's one problem with doing this. If we simply drop this into the resource silo, what can happen is the snake will actually be able to damage this on the worlds where you have to destroy snake eggs, because the snake will go high enough to attack the resource storage area. So most likely what I'm going to do in the future is have all of this sort of fly up and then get stuck on the Nimbatus itself, and then simply have one resource tank drop over into the resource silo. I think that would make complete sense. Now, we don't have access to the factory, do we? Sadly not, and the factory seems really overpowered, so I don't know if it's going to even be in the campaign, but still, I will be keeping an eye out for it, certainly. Just add our weapons, there we are, all well and good, and then we just need some control thrusters, and we're pretty much good to go. This is going to be a really basic drone, but for now I want it to be really cheap, so that our deployment cost isn't too expensive. At the moment, the deploy cost with 23 parts is 50 resource, so 50 resource every time we go to a planet. Yep, certainly functions. All we need is the harvester, and then we're pretty much good to go. There it is, the resource collector. Yep, this is as basic as a drone we're really going to get right now. Although we could have made this a bit smaller, it's fine, we are getting at least resources quite easily. So we have the resource collector, which is bound to one key, then we have the kinetic blasters, which is bound to another. In fact, they're both mouse buttons. Then we have the directional sensor with 1 and 2, which then activates the small thrusters. So both of these are 1, both of these are 2, which means we are always going to try and balance ourselves out, which makes controlling this drone so much easier. And that is pretty much that. So, Save and exit. Let's go to the planet. This will increase our threat, which increases the odds of events happening as we transfer from world to world, and we also lose 75 resources. Now, resources are definitely less valuable than they used to be in terms of the actual resource itself. When you harvest it, you get less. They're still very valuable. Weird way of saying that. With the miner, you get an additional bonus, though, which really helps. Sadly, we don't have that anymore. So, let's go out and collect everything I can. We are trying to find the black box in a container amongst the wreckage, which will be in the containers with the little yellow light, which indicates there's an item in them. Which can be either the black box, or an enemy, or a resource cache. Don't really know why I've went into the planet for, though. My choices are not always immediately obvious. Very few resources on this first planet. Blaster's damage is actually pretty decent. Oh, there we go, little enemy. And there we go, we have got the black box, but we may as well see if we can find ourselves a few more resources. As you can see on the top as well, we do have some red resource from where we collected it earlier. Oh, hello. Is there anything around here? More red, but honestly, I need more of the yellow. Oh, okay, a little trick here. If we attack this warp thing, when it pops, it should make more No, it doesn't. Does that only work with yellow? Well, it used to work anyway. Essentially, when these explode, they make more of the resource they're attached to or near, which can also be resources, not just ground. Question, do these flames hurt you? Answer, yes! Well, at least they heat you up. I don't think I took any damage. Ow. Sadly, it didn't seem like we had any more resources on the planet, but on the upside, the new weapon we've got is really, really nice. We have a plasma blaster. Now, plasma does less damage than kinetic, but it will overheat the target. So the more we fire, the better it is. I mean, to be fair, that goes with most weapons, but even more so with plasma. So we can burn things if we so choose. I've got them on separate keys because sometimes you don't want to burn things if they're too close to you because the heat will then also transfer to your drone and, well, that can be unpleasant. We also now have some more thrusters as well. This is going to be really imbalanced. Might be better to put it underneath. No, for now we'll just put it there. We will be changing our drone a lot as time goes by, so little things like that doesn't really matter since the drone's going to change constantly. Though what I might want to do is save this and copy it. There we are, so we've got the base drone now, and then any changes we can start making it more specialised. As we do have all of these logic parts. We just don't really have enough other parts to use it with, so there's no point to them right now. Later on, they certainly will be. Just make sure this works. Yeah, very imbalanced, but that's fine. A little bit of extra speed is always well and good. And now we have some more weapons. Let's go to the next planet. Destroy the transmitter of our enemies. Oh, it's over there. Great, so we already know where it is. Oh, flame is bad. There we go. Lathrix is learning. Lathrix smart. Hello there. The fact that these fire so consistently now makes them way scarier. They used to fire slower but more damaging shots. Ow, took one shot there. Probably took more than one, but that's the first one I've noticed. Ow again. These weapons are not long range at all, are they? There we are. I'm not the best at dodging, am I? And it seems like we've run out of energy, now we're shooting slower. Not that it matters, because there we are, there's our target. And goodbye. Slowly overheating it. Lovely. Now let's go out and let's see if there's any resources here, because we really, really want some yellow resource. Remember, there's a shop we're going to next, which I think only deals with yellow resource. I think. I wonder if different world types simply have different types of resources, because I think I'm done now already, and it was only red again. That is a little bit worrying, honestly. Either way, back to the Nimbatus. Additional resource tank and some spikes, both of which I don't really care about, sadly, but now we can access the other systems. Ooh, heaters. That's cool. Heaters and speed sensors, you have 4 random weapons and some batteries, and you have some yellow resource and heaters again. Heaters can be really dangerous weapons. You have 3 weapons and a resource collector. Okay, so the blue weapons are uncommon with an upgrade. Okay. Then green is just a common weapon. I mean, right now, more weapons are probably best, but still. Ooh, okay, yeah, we're definitely going to this system. We have this one here, which gives us 3 weapons and some yellow resource, then this one, some uncommons, and a resource collector, but still. Still good. Let's quickly go to a shop. We can heal the Nimbatus, but we don't need to, thankfully. Oh, that costs red. Okay. Ooh, hello! Heat-seeking rocket launchers. Or heat-seeking, which is kind of gross. Oh, minus 80% rocket force, though. Yeah, I'm not using that, but it does have 2 upgrade slots, which I think would be... Oh, no, it's just these 2, isn't it? Okay, I think that might be as well for the research tree, which of course we can't do since we're not researchers, but still. I guess we'll just leave this as it is, don't really care about any of that. So the shop was a bit of a bust, but that's fine, at least now we know that red resource is very, very good. Let's go and do this one. Destroy the hives, and that gives us the uncommon weapons with upgrades. Welcome to the new world. For a second there, I thought that wasn't going to land in the right place. Hello there, little fellas. Since when did they fire 3 shots each? Or multi-shots, anyway. Oop, ow. Okay, when I'm low on energy, I really should just focus on kinetic, because the plasma is so weak. And we don't really have enough to cause things to burn very easily, so... If I need to do burst damage, fire everything, otherwise, just kinetic. Got some yellow resource as well, which is lovely. At some point, I'll actually call the resource by its true name, but that's not today. Oh, wow. So much resource. Thank you. What a bounty we have received. Let's get like 2 resource from that. Yeah, the miners are pretty cool getting the bonus to all the resource they collect. Kind of missed that. Did that just explode when it hit the side? Okay. Finally, something on fire. There we go. And goodbye to you. So far, I haven't found any more resource, which is really worrying. Oh, hello. Meteors. No! Okay, that hurt. That really hurt. Headbutting a meteor isn't a good idea. Who would have thought? Can you please burn already? Don't think my drone's doing too well right now. Yeah, gonna give up there. Now that's interesting. Okay, so let's open up the hangar and have a look-see at our new weapon. Cryogenic particle thrower. Used to freeze enemies, does less damage. Wow. And it's great for digging as well. In that case, I'm going to swap you for you with this drone. I love flamers even when they're ice. Seems good to me. So we need at least one more so we can move on. Let's see what we can get. Fuel tanks are good, but not necessary. Some resource would be great right now. Extra weapons and resources obviously will do this, and all we need to do is locate the black box. The air resistance here is awful. Aha! Lovely. Now, one thing to note is that YouTube's processing hates this many particle effects. So, no matter how I do this video, this is probably going to be quite blurry, and I do apologise for that. It's something we all had to deal with back in the old playthrough of this. I will be trying different ways of rendering the video, though, to try and minimise it in the future. Wow, so slow. That freeze effect is very quick. Okay, nothing in number 1. Let's try number 2. And there we are, lovely. But first, let's just see if there's any more resource. Not getting very lucky with resources at the moment. Wow, we are going to be just the frost drone. I do love lasers. Very tempted to swap out our blasters for that, but of course we could always have just 2 different drones with 2 different types, so sure. Let's do that. Because why not? Now thankfully, although these look quite big in terms of the actual item itself, it's still only 1 square in size, so this will not be overlapping. The range is pretty awful though. We could have all of them, but we're already sort of struggling for speed, and we don't really need many more parts. So, for now then, I think I will actually just leave it with the kinetic, because the kinetic are just so good, versatile weapons. Are such good versatile weapons. Man, my speaking today is atrocious, even for my level. That still doesn't increase the cost. That is pretty nice. We could really freeze things really fast like this. Okay, sure. Let's use 2 of them. We don't really have the energy to use more. Yep, I'm fine with that. We are the cryo drone. So, do we want to stay here, or do we want to simply jump to the next? I think threat resets when you go to the new galaxy. Ooh, hello. Oh, just a shop. I thought it was one of the lovely resource worlds, but sadly not. Like that over there. Would it be worth it to go for the resource world? Bounce here, here, here. Yeah, this system is way easier as well. It's only 1 to get to the galaxy, whereas this is 4. I'm really not sure. More weapons over here, and some more energy as well, which we do need. Sure. Sure. Going to be really risking the threat here, but I think it's worth it because our resources are already dwindling. Oh, you guys, hello. Haha, chill out, friend. Don't go into the flame. Okay. Didn't think you'd explode upon contact after being frozen, but still. Let's find that transmitter. Do you detonate each other? I can't remember. Yes, you do. Just freeze. There we go. And done. Oh, eventually they do defrost. Okay, good to know. I definitely prefer fire to frost, but right now these frost weapons are way better than our fire weapons. That cannot be all the resource on this planet. I found like 2 really small outcroppings of red resource, and that was it. I've intercepted a distress call. I will investigate. Oh, it's a pirate. On the upside, we can test out the new weapon I just got from that mission, which I haven't shown yet. So, let's show off our plasma launchers. The pirate ship is actually really vulnerable to fire, so this is probably quite a good drone to fight it with. There it is. Oh, send in as much fire as possible, please. There we go. The fact that the plasma launcher doesn't explode on contact, but only after a time, is kind of worrying. Okay, lovely. Okay, destroy the hives, and once again we'll be testing out the launchers, which I'll quickly show off. There we are. The plasma grenade launchers. So the grenades themselves, it seems, don't detonate on contact, but they seem to be detonating on contact with the main ship. So maybe some things it will detonate on contact, some things it won't. We'll find out as we do some more tests. Oh, that's bad. I'm assuming grenades don't hurt my own tech. Okay, so far, not a huge fan of the grenades. Though I feel like they do have to get some serious getting used to. Go away. At least they still cause some fire damage if they hit something without detonating. There we are. At least that first wave. Yeah, these are so awkward to use. With some practice, I'm sure I'd get used to them, but they are, at least at the start, really difficult to use properly. There we are, and that is our mission done. So even if we get destroyed now, we are done. But let's see if we can find some resource before we go. Like always. Burn. Thank you. That's more like it. Why can I not collect you? Oh, there we go. That was odd. Far easier to aim if you're not moving. Still not a fan of them, though. Oh, hello. Resources and fuel, or a thruster. Well, two thrusters, in fact. Honestly, probably want the thrusters. Please don't be attacked. Oh, no, it's a corporation, and so we are now losing health because of our threat. We have been in this system for too long. Thankfully, this is a very, very easy one. Well, nothing really to report there. We found the black box almost instantly, got a few resources, and we're gone. Two more thrusters, lovely. And now we can go over here. We're going to be at basically 100% threat, though. We could leave, but I think this is worth it. Yeah, we're going to have these attacking us every time now. So, note to self, we need to be way more efficient in the future. I didn't realise just how dangerous that was, so next time we're going to plan our moves long in advance. I forgot to record the start of this. Okay, so all I've done is I've removed all of the weapons from our drone, which I'm now thinking might have not been a great idea, and we had 2 minutes something to gather as much resource as possible. And because we don't need to go back to the Nimbatus over and over again, this is actually very, very fun. Though, yeah, should have brought at least one weapon, just so we can clear all this space. Suddenly, the engineer seems like a really fantastic class. Oh, can I get in here? Just about. Ooh, though honestly, we really want to go over there as fast as possible. Just finish off this little chamber, then we'll move on. Can we get in there, though? I think there's enough space for our drone. Yeah, definitely. Look at that. Oh, wow. There's like an ocean next to us. Well, although we do need yellow more than red on average, red heals the Nimbatus, so yep, we're going to grab the core as well. Oh, we are in the center right now, which is really messing with our sensors, so we are being kind of thrown about a bit, but that's fine. Well, sensor, but still. Oh, come on, I really do want all this red, though. It's a rarer resource, and it's used to heal the Nimbatus. We need this. Yellow is more fun, since we can buy weapons and such, but red is more needed, so I think I did the right thing there, spending all that time, but that was a lot of time. Oh, it's going to be really awkward. Can I get in there? Just about. This is really satisfying, by the way. It's a very satisfying mode. Just collect everything. Yay! Now over 2,000. "12 seconds left. 11, 10, 9, 8, and so on. Just gonna throw myself at the resource here. And we're done, but we're still collecting a little bit more. Okay. That was awesome. The world though is unstable, so we can't go there again, and let's go to the wormhole. We will be attacked on the way. Or maybe we won't. Okay. Ugh, grenade launcher again. And we start off with 20% threat now, that's fine. So, what we need to do is plan our moves way more carefully. Remember, have a look-see at the numbers. So, not all the numbers are revealed, but the fastest way we can go is here, 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 here. Purely because that's a 4 and that's a 2. Though I would really love a shop. Yeah, I think just rushing down this way will be best. But for now, though, I am all out of time for today's video. This is the first episode of many, and I really, really had a lot of fun here. So, if you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff, helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Nimbatus is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. So far, I love the changes to the campaign mode. I feel like I'm going to mess up and die very easily and then get really annoyed, but until then, really liking it. We could go here, 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 for that special one. We'll see how much threat we have. So, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.